What's going on there, everybody? And I apologize for my voice there. I having an issue with my voice for some reason there. So, hope you guys are having a great one. And it is Tekken 8. They just had a big reveal at Evo Japan, and we are going to be going into the video for that. And we can see here that one of the biggest surprises that is going to be having more information, a combo breaker at the end of the month, is Fahkumram. And he is character that was originated into Season 3 of Tekken 7. So we are going to look into all the surprises and everything in this video. See here. Okay.
さっき言ったランキングマッチの挑戦に関しては別にその来週1回で終わりっていう意味じゃなくて、ここからコンスタントにさらに、皆さんのフィードバック見ながら、調整していきますので、見守っていただけるとありがたいかなと。
And obviously, these kind of updates to the balance, not just the balance, but also the rank match, isn't just a one and done kind of thing. Obviously, we will be monitoring the situation and continue to make adjustments when needed.
で、たった今ですね、そのチューニングの今後の方針であったりとか、そのランキングマッチのロジックの、方針含めて、今ネットにちょうど、公式サイトアップされたので、皆さんチェックいただければと思います。
And so, regarding the overall direction of this time, the balance patch, as well as the changes to matchmaking, what's the thinking behind that, the overall direction? These 2 points are covered in a release that we just uploaded online, so you can check that out today.
で、パッチノートに関してはですね、さっき言ったのは、本当にサマリーだけですよね、方針だけなんで、パッチノートに関しては、細かい調整のね、具体的な数値とかが入ったものは5月13日の朝、これいつも通りですね、パッチが当たる朝、つまりパッチが13日ということなんですけど、パッチが当たるその日の朝の、5月13日にアップロードされますので、それもチェックしてください。
We realize you're wondering about the patch notes, and they will be released the day of the patch, May 13th, JST. So that morning we will have the fine details, all of the plus minus frames and the small details about the changes for this patch will be available at that time.
はい、で、もちろんさっきも冒頭に言ったように、その後もですね、そのランキングマッチのロジック、チューニング含めてさらに皆さんのフィードバック見ながら調整していきます。実はもう来週当たるパッチよりさらに先の作業ももちろん、どんどん進めてますので、今後も期待していてください。
And so, after the patch is released next week, we'll be monitoring the situation. Obviously, we already have, as we've mentioned previously, we are working on other patches as well. And so, as we monitor the situation, we'll make adjustments accordingly where necessary.
はい、かなりなんでしょうね、ちょっと競技シーン向けの話が、多くなっては、しまったんですけど、一応今日そのチューニングとか、調整ね、含めたもの以外の部分ですね、皆さんコンテンツももちろん楽しみにしてくださっている方も多いと思うので、その映像も、持ってきました。
And so we realize that the topics we're currently talking about is mainly geared towards the competitive scene. We realize that there are many fans out there who are looking forward to new content. So we brought a little something for you all as well.
なんか調整の話がもっと盛り上がるかなと思ったら意外とコンテンツの方が拍手が起きるっていうやっぱみんなコンテンツの方がいいのかな。
Harada thought everyone would be happy to hear about the balance changes, but it seems like everyone's waiting for content, right?
はい、じゃあもちろんこの後映像が流れて、でその後トップ8なので、このシーズン2の荒波の中でも、結構頑張ってきてくれた選手が、かなりレベルの高い戦いを見せていただけると思うので、皆さんそちらの応援の方もよろしくお願いします。
So we have some short footage to show you about the new content, but there's some exciting matches for the top 8 coming up. We're very grateful for the competitors who, in the current circumstances, have all done their best in preparation for today, and we hope that you'll give them your biggest applause.
はい、というわけで、じゃあこの後ちょっと映像流れますので、映像を見てトップ8を楽しんでください。ありがとうございました。
So please check out the footage, and then let's look forward to top 8 after that. Thank you all.
Okay, here we go. So already I like how it's starting with really upbeat, fun, Pac-Man like music. It's just really cute. It's showing a lot of fun, exciting, winning moments, high energy from the tournaments, right?
I'm going to make you pay.
You know, great cinematics, classic rivalry between the sisters, but also, you know, the most recent DLC character, which is Anna. Now, the interesting thing is this, you know, just to say, Anna was released pretty recently. And we're already looking to the next new character who, you know, we know who it is because they announced it. But I just think it's interesting. It's just a very quick announcement and release schedule, which is, you know, which is nice. Okay, so you can go into the Tekken Fight Lounge, and there's been more adjustments here to the ghosts. And it says, you know, you can download other people's ghosts, which is basically their AI of how they play, right? And you can spar with it, you can keep it, you can delete it, or you can change the settings of the ghost. And you can make the ghost, it says AI learning. I can't even imagine. My ghost would just be full of uppercuts the whole time. Be like, uppercuts. Oh my god.
Your luck is run out.
So this is a new outfit pack here. It's called the Cyber Phantom Pack. I like it. It kind of looks like a... I don't want to call it a puffy jacket, but it looks sort of kind of like a rain... like a modified raincoat that's cropped in, you know, obviously you could change it any colors that you want, but the hood is very interesting. The hood kind of is reminiscent of Assassin's Creed, right? Very nice. This is the men's version. Okay, so there are big updates coming through. Now, we knew that before Evo Japan, they were going to have an update, and they did. A lot of people were excited about that. It helped fix a lot of things. The interesting thing is that I really made sure to watch the chat during the top 8 at Evo Japan. And I didn't see anybody in there saying this character this person's using is busted because of the initial season update. There's all these issues because of the initial season update. It was very interesting because on social media, there was all of this going on. In the competition, in the chat, and the players, it was just like a regular tournament. It was very interesting to see because I was specifically thinking, okay, there's going to be some concern, especially with Jack. Everything was fine. Make some noise. Everything was okay, you know, because the adaptations, the adjustments that had just gone through was an extremely good start, right? There is another patch coming in tomorrow that is also going to be another group of adjustments, and then another big patch coming in on June 3rd, which is what this screen is about here. Okay, so this is a movie that is built on the Karate Kid movie from basically, you know, the 80s. And the Karate Kid is actually, I believe, the guy on the upper right there. So this is going to be the next story in that timeline. And it is going to be in the Tekken 8 game. It's a cool crossover. It's a good idea there. So you can see in the New York stage, you can get access to the different gear and everything, sweatshirts. And then it's in the background. That's neat. It reminds me of the Capcom arenas in Street Fighter had these neat electric posters and stuff too. It was really cool. It's very nice. Okay, so Kuma and Panda. More variety to their costumes. Kuma now has access to the tiger costume, and Panda has access to the calico. She kind of looks like a giant hamster, huh? That's kind of crazy, right? Classic Dragunov outfit here. It was just Dragunov's birthday, too. That's very ironic, right? Man, you should see all the Dragunov art out there for his birthday. I mean, I know there's Dragunov fans, but there was so much Dragunov art, just, you can't even imagine. It's like, man, it's just huge following for Dragunov. Okay, so Kuma and Panda get a whole color palette for their initial original outfit, right? I think it's interesting because now they kind of look like Easter, right? They're Easter related, you know? Okay, so the version 2.03 is coming this summer, and we did see in that first slide it said June time. Oh my goodness. I'm a huge Pac-Man fan, and I like how they remixed the song, and this stage is very, very, very cute. I like how it's They took the time because of the engine to use the graphics in making the square pixels in the border for the boxes. I like how they have each side is for a different a ghost, and they're different colors, like the pinkies side there, and the green ghost side, and the orange ghost side, and the red ghost side, and it's really cute. It's really well done. This kind of reminds me too of you know, and they did the fruit in the background. It's just really cute. It kind of reminds me of the Tekken 2 Kinder stage, where it just looked like there were these big blocks everywhere, and it was a giant kids babysitting room. Everybody's just beating each other up in the babysitting room, right? This stage is very cool because it has ground breaks, which is neat. And of course, Mega Man is 45, or Mega Man, Pac-Man is 45 years old, I believe. It's lit. That's right. Hey. Pac-Man is, make sure I check that again. 1980. On May 22nd, 1980. So yeah, 45. Oh, wait a minute here. Where are we? Let's type it all in. Oh, really? I think it's cute. Yeah, so I went to Kings of the World in December in London. And then I went to Capcom Cup in January, or in February, and that's in Tokyo. And I paid for both of those 100%, all of it myself. So I'm still recovering from paying for all of that. I'm lined up for going to Combo Breaker, CEO, and Evo, and I applied for all of them for commentary, and I did not get accepted for Combo Breaker, but I'm going, so we'll see what CEO and Evo say, and then we'll see how the rest of the year goes and everything. But I'm going to try to be a lot smarter. Well, it was a good experience, but I've got a really good commentary reel and everything, and I'll put everything out. And if they're interested in having me go and everything, then you know, and do commentary, then I'll know, because there will be a response for that. And then I can justify spending literally thousands and thousands for something like that. But if not, then there's a whole bunch of you know, local tournaments that are a lot more economical, you know, that I can do, right? So yeah, so that is what's up with all of that there. Yeah. Yeah, I usually, to be honest, for me to, you know, yeah. Anyways, we're going over the Tekken review here, so let's keep up with that. Okay. It's such a cute floor break. And you hear all the Pac-Man noises when you go down, too. It's really good. Battle Stage Pixels. Oh my gosh, did you see all the little ghosts there? That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, all the little fruit going through. I didn't see that. Oh man, I just saw that now. Yeah, the strawberries. I know, I saw some cherries and bananas there too, right? Yeah. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, lemons. Oh my gosh. How that's great. Oh, the little ghosts. That's so cute. Yeah, the walls shaking. That's cute too. I like that. The detail. Pac-Man hit effects. Pac-Man merch. You get a little Pac-Man ghost. A giant Pac-Man Tekken ball. This is the best. You get a Pac-Man head for Eliza. That's great. This is interesting. So you get a Pac-Man game, and it's an avatar game. Ready Pac-Man, play Pac-Man. We'll have to see what that's about. It looks really good. That's a lot of good things to look forward to. It's very lighthearted, you know. A lot of good steps in the right direction. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. So, they did say that the next character, return character, is going to be focused on the color dark blue. In autumn, the color is going to be violet, maybe a Kunitsu. In winter, it's going to be a teal character that's just completely brand new, and a stage that's also going to be a surprise. Okay, so according to the breakdown of the schedule here, it says here that on May 13th, when we're getting the patch tomorrow, the Cyber Phantom pack is something that you would purchase, okay, in the Tekken shop. The Tekken Ghost Showdown is free, and that's in the Fight Lounge area, okay. Then there is a Vigilante Tech Pack, which you purchase in the fight shop. So basically, it's the men's and women's is the two different names there. I just lost my screen for some reason. Why'd that happen? Okay, and then the battle adjustments are just auto. We all get that. Now, for June 3rd, the Karate Kid Legends collaboration automatically comes in the game. The hoodie for that is free in the Tekken shop. And it says new costumes for Kuma, the tiger costume you purchase in the Tekken shop. Panda's calico costume, you purchase that also in the Tekken shop. Dragunov's classic military dress, you get that in the Tekken shop. But Kuma and Panda's color adjustments are free. Okay, so we can get those for nothing. And then of course the battle adjustments are free. Later in the summer is going to be the big patch, right? So the Pac-Man collaboration. The battle stage is called Pac Pixels. It's paid and it's a part of Season 2 character and stage pass. If you get it all like a bundle like that, you end up saving a little bit. So I ended up getting all the characters in the stage like that. The hit effects that are Pac-Man are free as a part of Fighting Pass Round 6. You have to earn your way up to it by playing games. The Plushie Ghost is free, and it's also a part of the pack where you have to win and play the games. The Pac-Man ball is free and part of the Fight Pass to play the games. The Pac-Man head is, you have to buy it in the Fight Pass and then earn it, right? And in the Fighting Lounge, the for the avatar, the Ready Pac-Man and the Play Pac-Man is a part of the Fighting Pass, but you have to earn your way up to it when you buy it. And then of course the battle adjustments, which is really good. All right, so all right, Fahkumram is a character that was introduced at the 3rd season of Tekken 7 who is a Muay Thai fighter and a soldier. And he has a family and everything, and he's fighting for his family and just better living conditions and situations and everything, all in general. He is a Muay Thai fighter and has really good range in his normals and had good damage in addition to, really good confirms because he had a nice long reach. So he was announced at the Tekken World Tour in 2019. And he was released in March of 2020. And yeah, that's right. And he's very tall. He's very tall and intimidating. He's a Muay Thai fighter. And he has the Thai Garuda tattoo on his chest and a scar caused by a lightning strike. He has the scratches on his face from wrestling a tiger. He's very stoic, doesn't enjoy talking too incredibly much, but he has a sense of honor and justice, and basically loves his family very much. So lots to look forward to with him. In particular, the fact that they will have more information on him at Combo Breaker. Let's take a look at the notes real quick for the new update. I hope I can read through all these. My voice is starting to really go here. Okay, so the patch notes for tomorrow. All right. It's initially created to balance against the offensive drive of the game. It says that this is going to be happening on May 13th. A gradual adjustment of moves with excessive return. So, adjustment on moves that have an excessive return of damage or plus frames, basically. Adjustment of moves where the return is disproportionately high relative to where the risk is involved. Adjustment of high performance moves that easily create consecutive advantageous situations and lead to one-sided developments. So say make some noise. Lots of pressure, lots of damage, lots of chip damage. People were concerned. That was adjusted. More moves like that are on the radar. Through these adjustments, the goal is to achieve a more balanced playing field across all the characters and rosters for an environment where diverse strategies can thrive. Additionally, moves are not targeted in this update will continue to be reviewed based on player trends, feedback, and further adjustments will be implemented as necessarily due to probably analytics and everything else too that they are getting back from the game, in addition to, like they had just said, feedback, social media feedback, things like that, tournament play, tournament brackets, how characters are doing the brackets and people's thoughts. Reduction of aerial combo damage. In consideration of the current trend of increasing overall combo damage, adjustments have been made to the damage of moves that contribute significantly to powerful aerial combos across all of the characters. These changes are intended to increase the opportunities for offense, defense, and tactical exchanges, while also addressing excessive disparity and damage potential between characters. Aerial combos will continue to be closely monitored if instances of excessive damage are identified. Additional measures will be considered as appropriate. Adjustments to heat burst performance. In the light of the fact, during exchanges surrounding heat burst activation, it was often difficult for the defending player to evade the move with sidesteps, even when anticipating the activation. The overall tracking performance of heat burst against lateral movement has been reduced. This adjustment is intended to make it easier for the defending side to respond through movement or evasion to get away, thereby enabling more interactive mind games that reward defensive techniques. Reduction of chip damage from the heat smash. Given that the increase to maximum health has already lessened the impact of chip damage overall, this update limits adjustments specifically to the heat smash, reducing its chip damage output. Rather than implementing a broad revision to chip damage at this time, we have opted for a targeted response. Moving forward, we will continue to monitor match environments and player behavior, consider if additional adjustments to the chip damage are necessary. Future adjustments. The next future update is scheduled for June 3rd. This update will include adjustments. Certain character-specific moves consume the remaining heat timer duration, as well as balance improvements through targeted character tweaks, building on the outcomes of the previous and current updates. We will continue our efforts to enhance the overall battle balance and ensure a more refined and competitive gameplay environment. Thank you for your continued support of Tekken 8. Yeah, I think it's really good steps in the right direction. They're now examining more into the heat system and everything. You don't get a crumple with heat now that you had initially. They changed that. Heat burst now isn't as oppressive. They've narrowed the hitbox on it, and it's easier now to try to sidestep or basically use movement to evade that. Certain characters that have things that are being a little too overtuned are still on the radar to be adjusted, and they're keeping an eye on everything as a whole. So I think it's a very good thing. The new stage is noisy. I think it's really cute. I like it, to be honest. We'll have to see how it is when they when it's live, But I think I like it. I like all that stuff going on. Here's the issue. We have the technology to do all these things. And if these guys are willing to create it and develop it and input it, why not? I can't imagine it would be unbelievably distracting. I think it'll be fine. We like the idea of you hit a wall and the wall shakes, or, half the wall cracks, and then half the wall cracks apart and falls down, stuff like that. We like the smoke going up in the sky, things like that. If you get a bound, then the pixels come up or the lava comes up, the fire comes up. it's neat, you know, or the gold rises up, you know, it's a neat thing. I say go with it, you know. I can't really complain. My whole issue is this. They could always say, well, we're not going to do it, you know. I kind of remember playing games when they came on the cartridges, and how you bought it is how it was, and that's it. There was nothing else. So I like the variety and how it's unique and interactive, really. I like the song. I've always been a fan of, you know, the Pac-Man song. I think Pac-Man's very cute, you know. I think it's really cute how it seems like they're bringing a lot of these little details in, but making it kind of kawaii in a sense, where you can make it very cutesy. And I can't imagine the cute little outfits and things people are going to be making. And then you have the little angry ghost now hanging on your shoulder is neat. We'll have to see. I think it'll be good. Colors and animations. I like it. I think it'll be good. I actually like the idea that each wall is a different ghost color, because then you have an idea, you know. I think it's good. Oh, I don't know. I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they had to have done a lot of updating to it to try to make it fit this, you know? Well, the problem is that you have to hope that the amount of money it takes, and look, and we all know this, the amount of money that it takes to make this, you have to make way more than that back, because you have to pay off everything that it costs to make this, and then you have to pay all the people and everything else. The problem is that some of the older games, I don't know if they would have as much opportunity in getting the sales numbers, and that's what the issue is. You have to make really high numbers. Darkstalkers is a great game, but is it going to make as many numbers as Street Fighter, you know? And then that's when you hope, okay, well, maybe we can get Darkstalker skins or Darkstalker characters into Street Fighter, some sort of crossover. Soul Calibur. People really enjoy Soul Calibur. If they made another Soul Calibur game, knowing all the detail going into it and how advanced it is, would it have as much of a return? They could do a special Soul Calibur crossover and have different Soul Calibur things in Tekken, you know, or they'd have to do some sort of a collaboration collection game where they can have all those games all in it together and everything, and maybe remaster some different things, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Clive with the sword. I know where you're going with that. Yeah, completely. They could easily bring over a Soul Calibur character. Absolutely. Yeah. I know where you're going. Yeah. Yeah. And I think they would fit in really well. I think they'd fit in really well. You know, and speaking about not having a long-ranged weapon, Akuma did fantastically. Akuma did great in Tekken 7. All right, everybody. Well, lots of wonderful things to look forward to with here. And we are going to shut it down. So the patch is going to be tomorrow for Tekken 8. And Fahkumram will have more information out at Combo Breakers. So I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and we will see you guys all next time. Bye.